Welcome back to From the Bench. As always, it's Eric, and today we have we got here 9-card PSA reveal. We got one Pokemon and then a bunch of Marvel PMGs. Just stuff I picked up over, I don't know, months of time. Decided to get it graded when they had the latest special. So I believe it was $15 US, $16 US per card. Turnaround was actually not too bad. A little over a month and maybe a half or so, give or take. I think even a little less than that. So here we go. Like I said, lots of different stuff in here. We got the box. Here we go. I have a friend. There's the back of them. We'll do it that way. I have a friend that submits all the stuff for me. And he had a bunch of stuff. Some Pokemon for him. And then I had a buddy that had some Pokemon too. So we'll move them off to the side. I couldn't find, I'm doing this, if you guys are watching this and you're in the Maritimes, I'm releasing this like 8 a.m., I think, for our time. And I'll be at the Halifax Card Show from 9 to 1:15. I think it's 1:15. Today, Saturday, May 20th, I think is the date. 2023. So if you guys are there, the Halifax Multi-Purpose Room. If you guys just look up Halifax Card Show on like Facebook or anything like that, you should be able to find it. So couldn't find my regular From the Bench grading tool, revealing tool. No idea where it is, and I'm tired. I've been kind of getting everything ready for the show, but I needed to get this done beforehand. So here we go. First card. We have an Ant-Man. So this one I actually bought as the BGS 8. I decided to crack it and resubmit it, hoping that maybe, PSA might be a little more lenient. Either way, usually, as everyone knows nowadays, a PSA slab is worth more than a BGS slab. So here we go. High series of Ant-Man from this year's 2022 MU Spider-Man, and it is okay. We get an 8, so it crossed over perfectly. So pretty consistent, decently clean card. These are just so hard. Like you guys are used to watching grade reveal videos for like regular sports cards and stuff like that. You're like, oh, there should be a bunch of 10s in this. I'm not expecting a single. The Pokemon, I'm hoping for a 10, but all the PMGs, I'm not hoping for a 10. If I did hit one, that'd be amazing. Their gem rate is like under 5% for PMGs, but you get a lot of the corners, get some whitening on them, some edges. So you see that edge there. So lots of stuff, and then the surface on these are usually harder. But there we go. First one, we have an 8. Backdrop of the day, just some PMGs I got around here. The bronze Rogue. We get a red Prowler, and then we have a Mysterio. So next up, we have a Cyclops. The first one was out of 99, or out of 100, sorry, which is most of the red PMGs. This one is a bronze, so this one is out of 199. This is out of 2018. So sweet looking Cyclops. The bronze. These are a little bit thicker cards, so you can tell the slabs are thicker. These bronze ones. Cyclops. Bronze. Okay. Another 8. 8 is kind of what I'm expecting. If I had 9s, I'll be obviously pretty happy, but 8s are kind of what I expect on most of these, unfortunately. Once again, for the price, for the $15 US, it's like 20, probably by the time it gets to me, everything about $22 Canadian a piece. It's worth it to get them slabbed up, no matter what the grade. So there you go. Cyclops in the 8 is the next one. Next up, I don't even know who this character is, to be honest. I think this was really cheap when I bought it, and I've had some good luck buying really, really cheap no-name PMGs, grading them, and then people buying them because it's almost like people like them because nobody really grades those people, so they're harder to find in a grade. But once again, this is another bronze. This is out of 199. That same set. So we have Phantom X. And this one's going to be Another 8. Man, we're just rolling out the 8s here. Last time I actually, a couple of my orders, I've had some pretty good luck with PMGs, with getting 9s. I got that. I graded that Rogue myself. Graded some other ones. Been pretty lucky getting a lot of 9s back. So next up, Ant-Man. I bought this in a big lot, so I got a bunch of them. Essentially, I get this one, and then like pretty much every other parallel of the non-PMG. So like the teal, was it the teal, the pink? I had 2 other number ones. One's like 75 and something else, but those aren't PMGs. But I decided to grade this one. Bought them as a huge lot, and so this is the other Ant-Man. So you saw the first one. So that was the high series. This one's the low series, right? And this one's going to be... Is it a mint? No. Oh. A near mint plus 7.5. That is my first ever 0.5 from PSA. Okay. Same thing. These aren't like, you can see the bottom corner there. It's whitening. This one, same thing. Overall, it's not a bad looking card though. But apparently they had another reasoning for it. So once again, this is out of 100. So we got the 7.5. We'll move that over. So next up, we got Nova. This is a guy that's rumored. If you guys watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 yet, if you haven't yet, it's a great movie. Highly recommend it. Big fan of that movie. But Nova's been like, rumored to be going in the MCU for years. So I decided to grab a Nova card just in case he was like going to be a spoiler at the end. Kind of how they tease him at the end of like movies and stuff like that. I thought maybe I'd do a Nova. So another Nova red. And this one's going to be a near mint 7. Yeah, that's a PMG. I think this one had a little bit of something on the surface, I think. That left side has a little bit of a... I don't know. Yeah, it might just be in this foil too. This one's actually really clean. I feel like I thought this one was going to be pretty good. Maybe a bit on that edge. But for a 7, really? Whatever. There we go. Another one out. I'm going to be probably doing a sports submission soon. I'm going to the show this weekend. Might be able to try to pick some stuff up. And then I'm probably going to do a great big submission. So that's my goal from this weekend, is hopefully pick up some decent cards. I was hoping to do a lot of 2022, 2023 to get that new promo that they got going on. I think I'm just going to sub everything regular. I just can't find enough cards from 2022 to 2023 to sub. I just can't find them. They don't exist in good shape when it comes to hockey cards. So, and I don't really think the football class is great, and I don't really think the basketball class is that great this year. So, I'm not going to rip a whole lot of that stuff to find it. So next up, we got Electro in the high series. So the high series essentially is the older stuff, right? There's high series and low series. One of them is the old picture, so kind of like their first appearance, which would be for Electro, and then you have the low series, which is like the newest, like kind of like the newer age one. So right there, that Prowler would be like the newer age Prowler, where this would be like the older look. Kind of easy to kind of understand that way. Next up, so the Electro, we got. Oh no. This is going the wrong way, ladies and gentlemen. I've been going downhill here ever since. Wow. Okay. I was going to say my first ever 6, but I hit a couple 6, and 1 or 2 6s when it came to some actually 1990 Marvel Impel. So I don't really see anything. Looking for something on the surface. That corner's a little white. I feel like to get a 6, you almost, oh, there it is. Right by his hand. If I can show it. There you go. Right by the hand, right kind of here, running from left to right, or right to left, doesn't matter. But I think that's an indent there. Must have missed that, but anyways, still a sweet looking card. Someone looking for a slab. Next up, why is that like that? No idea. Next up, my Pokemon. We'll switch it up. This is a card I pulled. I opened up some evolutions. These were like the Costco packages that were like super cheap. They came with like a ETB and a tin. So I opened up some. I ended up pulling this and I think a couple other cards, decent ones, but this was definitely my best one, I think. So we got the Sylveon VMAX. Looks pretty good. Centering might be a little bit off, but I think it was just in the realm of doing it, but a little bit heavy on the left. So once again, with Pokemon, you never know. Sometimes you can get lucky with that. We get the Evolving Skies. That's what it was. Evolving Skies. Secret Rare. Okay. Our first 9. So we did get a 9. There we go. Sylveon VMAX. Just a nice looking card. Throw on top of the 8 pile. Next up, we have the Scorpion. So there we go. Scorpion. Same thing, red out of 100. This one is going to be... Hey, we're back on the right track. 8. The same thing. Corners, edges. You know the drill here at this point. Oh, that corner's real bad. It's probably the worst corner we've had out of all of them. Still got an 8. So confused. There we go. Scorpion in the 8. And last but not least, we got another Mysterio. So this would be like the first appearance of Mysterio. Got Mysterio in the background too. Kind of one of those guys. I watched a lot of like Spider-Man, like the early age Spider-Man when I was growing up. Mysterio had some good parts in it. Just thought he was always kind of a cool character. Didn't mind how he was represented in Spider-Man Far From Home. Far From Home? Yeah, Far From Home. When they were over in Europe, I kind of liked the whole Jake Gyllenhaal aspect of it. Was decent. I kind of liked how he was like kind of, it's all tech-based, which is what he is. And it kind of got everyone thinking beforehand, like, this is how they're going to introduce multiverse. Wasn't the case, obviously. But, it's just a cool character. So here we go. Hopefully it's better than that 6 out back that we got for the bronze. But Mysterio. Okay, another 8. So we went no luck with the 9s for the PMGs. That's, like I said, 9 is kind of what you're hoping for. Kind of like that's your 10 when it comes to PMG. Even that, they're a little bit harder. But 8s aren't bad. 8s are essentially like a 9. Even a 7's not that far off, from what you kind of want for a PMG. Some people just want them in slabs. So overall, not the greatest sub of all time. I wasn't expecting to get a 7.5. Definitely wasn't expecting to get the 6. 7.5, 7, that's fine. I kind of expected I think I really expected that Scorpion to get a 7. But I just wanted it slab once again. Just easier for me to sell them. Same thing I find just sometimes the slabbing, especially the Marvel stuff, for the cost of it, it's worth it to potentially get a little bit more ROI on it. But yeah, so there's a sub. Like I said, let me know. I'm hopefully gonna get some more of these. Like I said, I'm hoping to do more of a sports one for the next one. A lot of hockey, I'm assuming, and maybe a little bit of football if I decide to send anything out for that. I get some Philip Rivers, some PC stuff that I think I might want to send. So we'll have to wait and see for that. So if you guys are out and around and you're in Halifax today on the 20th, stop by if you're here by 1 p.m. Like I said, it's a huge, I think it's like 75 vendors, like 180 tables. So big show, nice area, nice venue, everything else. So hopefully to see some of you guys out. And for Eric from the bench, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.